Well, you know where we are. This is the airport. And I'm just passing through. I'll tell you what happened. The Sunday night was incredibly busy, and we were having problems with our Interac machine. It would not charge, and we narrowed it down to a faulty power cable. Okay. So we had a faulty power cable, and we needed to get a new one. But I got through the night on a machine, on an Interac machine that was charged during the day. Oh, they're telling me I should go back to Swartz Bay. I'll tell you more later. No, actually, here's what's happening. Okay, we were so incredibly busy that in the morning I had to do some work to get the thing working, and I managed to plug the Interac machine into the inverter using a borrowed power cord from our office. But I had to check out another machine because they give me the whole package as one. So, okay, there I was, and I got the thing set up, and I had something like a $530 night. That was the Sunday night. Monday night, well, this is Monday night. I came back to work and discovered that the way that I had plugged in our tablet, which is that guy there, I plugged in the tablet in such a way that it was going off the USB port that's inside the console, and I managed to make it work, but it would start playing the radio. The car radio would start playing music every so often, and it didn't charge the tablet properly, so that wasn't any good. Now I'm set up with the inverter, and I have a power cord for the I have a power cord for the Interac machine, and I have another power cord for the tablet, but I only have a one outlet inverter. So once one thing is charged, you can switch to the other one and plug the other thing in and charge that one up. Fortunately, a charge lasts a good long time, so that's all right. Now, I had a fare that went out to the ferries from downtown. These people waved at me and they said, "We're going to Swartz Bay." And I said, "Okay, fine." Now, Swartz Bay is the ferry terminal, and so that's where I took them, to the ferry terminal of Swartz Bay. And I waited half an hour, not even, and I had a fare from the ferries to the airport. And now I'm leaving the airport to go back to Swartz Bay because our dispatch got a call that there are no cars there and there are people wanting rides. And it's just a short drive up the highway here. Get around these multiple stupid roundabouts and out to out to where we're going. Oh, did I take the wrong one? I hope I didn't take the wrong one. Oh shit. I may have taken the wrong one. Damn. Now I'm going to Sydney. Oh shit. What is happening here? Okay, well that was a close one. I ended up taking the wrong exit off this multiple roundabout. See, I had never gone from the airport towards the ferries before, and that's the way here. Very poorly marked. Okay, so now I'm heading back out to the ferries to pick up. Hopefully somebody's still there, needs a ride. There was a police roadblock where I took the wrong exit. So I had to hide the phone really quick. So now I'm on my way back out to, it should take me about 10 minutes or less to get out there back to the ferry terminal and maybe get one going all the way into town. That would be beautiful. So I got one to the airport for like $25, and now I've got 200 on already, and it's like 10 o'clock at night. Totally busy. Yeah. Okay, anyway, if anything memorable happens, I'll make the next installment when I finished my shift here on a Monday night. The time is 4:45 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. We just went past the Monday night, and now I'm out here again. I just counted how much I did for the night. 445. 445. And I had some longer trips. I had this one from town. This one was $60. I had another one from town, was like 70, almost 80. That went to the ferries earlier, and it was somewhat busy before midnight, but after midnight it slowed down. But the pace was not. It didn't feel like it was busy, but I got a lot. I did very well. 445 is no chicken feed. It's good. And I'm really tired now. I've got about an hour to go. I have to wash the car. I have to detail the interior. I have to deposit some money in the bank. I have to go to the chiropractor and get my back stretched. That's where it's at this morning. What else? Yeah, $1,000 in 2 nights. Okay, of course, that's not all mine. I have to pay the fuel. Fuel averages these days about $30 a night with the amount of business I'm doing. And yes, the fuel prices are expensive. And I'm also paying the lease on the car. For Sunday and Monday, it was $85 each. So my expenses were maybe $200 $230 for the 2 nights. So still clearing over $700 is great for 2 nights. Nice. Very nice. Hate roundabouts. They suck. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. 3 nights to go this week. Oh. Okay. Time is now 5:22 on a Wednesday morning. Dropping off at the airport again. It was a busy night again, but more relaxed than the Sunday or the Monday. So this was the Tuesday night. And it was a little more relaxed than the 2 nights before it. I did have a few chances to go to sleep. Isn't it amazing what happens when you don't get enough sleep? I will explain. This night was, fairly busy. I did 370 if you include this run to the airport. 370 is very good when you consider that $85 of it is lease, so that we're down to 285. Yeah, 285. And then my fuel bill will be about $25. So $260 in my pocket for one night. For 12 hours, it's $20 an hour. Or a little more, $21 an hour, whatever. But yesterday I had my visit to the chiropractor. I had my back stretched, and I walked to the chiropractor, and I walked home from the chiropractor. Then I proceeded to go to the labs. See, I'm diabetic. If you've been watching for a while, you know I'm diabetic. And in order to monitor my condition, I give a blood sample every 3 months. And I've been doing this consistently for about the last 15 or 16 years. And there was never a problem. And I would show up at the lab, and I would get in eventually. The wait is sometimes as much as 45 minutes from the time you get there to the time they take your sample and you can leave. Okay. So I got home at 8 o'clock, and I got in my car, and I went to the lab. There was a lineup of people in front of me, but it was not terribly long. I figure, okay, the lineup is not terribly long. It should move pretty quickly. Well, as time went on, I moved up one position to another, and we're lined up outside the building to give our samples of blood. Well, we moved up a little bit at a time, but another strange thing was happening is that people behind us were getting met by a nurse and brought ahead of us because they either had appointments or they had booked a place in line, and their place in line was held from the time they booked the place in line till the time that they got in to get their blood sample given, if that makes any sense. So basically I stood there and stood there and stood there and stood there, and an hour and 45 minutes after I got there, I was still in line, and I was first in line, and I hadn't been in the building yet. Standing in line for an hour and 45 minutes to not even get into the building to give a sample of blood is ridiculous. And I had never seen it that bad before. When I was first in line, I asked the nurse, who came out of the door again and went to the back of the line to grab somebody else and bring them in first. I said, "May I go in now?" She said, "No, not yet." Well, I didn't even tell them I'm leaving. I just left. I left. And I had to go home and first of all get something to eat, and then try and relax enough to get some sleep. And I also had to book an appointment with my computer, so I had to create an account with the labs and book an appointment so that I wouldn't have to wait in line. And naturally, I went to another lab other than the one that I usually go to, because the one that I usually go to has let me down, and I've been going to them for 16 years. So now I will go to another branch of the lab, and they will I set up an appointment with them, and it has to be in the morning because after work. I don't want to have to go in the afternoon when I should be sleeping. So I set one up, and I wanted it in the morning. So at 7:50 in the morning on the 24th of September, I have an appointment to give a blood sample, which is also kind of ridiculous because at present it's what, September the 10th or what, I don't even, 7th, 8th, something like that. Anyhow, whatever. It's a piss off. I did not get enough sleep yesterday because I was waiting in line for nothing. Two more nights to go and I'm exhausted and stressed. Well, the time is now 6:04. My shift has ended. And this one was much more relaxing than times have been of late. I did a grand total of $190. 100 of that is the lease, and I don't know, $15 or so is going to be the fuel, and I think I'm going to spend $2 on a car wash. So that means I will take home $73 from the whole night. Now, that is disappointing, yes, but I needed the break. And finally, we had a slower night. And there was no stress this time, no stress at all, and I'm really thankful for that. Okay, this morning I could have used a run to the airport, and that would have made everything okay. I would have made another $50, and it would have been fine. But I am happy that I did not have to work my ass off tonight. Very, very, very happy. Tomorrow might be, or the next shift might be a different story. But I am just really glad that I didn't have to kill myself this time and have to suffer stress. I've been monitoring my blood sugar levels, and when I'm stressed, my blood sugar levels go up, and they have been quite elevated all the way through July and August and the first week of September, even up until now. Now it's the morning of the 10th, I believe. No, the morning of the 9th. So all the way up the first 8 days of September, high stress, high blood sugar readings. Tonight the blood sugar readings were lower because there was less stress. Apparently the stress causes something called cortisol. This is what the doctor told me. And the cortisol is an insulin inhibitor or something like that. And that means the stress increases the blood sugar level. Well, yeah. I don't have much else to say. It was a slow night for a change. Now, was it a slow night because we have more cars on, or because there is less business? That is the question. Could be a bit of both. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like I said, my night is over. I'm going to enjoy relaxing at home now with no stress. Once again, I'm at the airport. I cleared out here again. This is like the fourth or fifth time this week. And I already have a customer who called for, she came up to me and told me that her husband was at a car rental place to go pick him up. Tonight I've done, guess about 400, I don't know, something like that. This was the Thursday night, so it's like Friday morning. The time is now 5:48. 1 hour left to go of my shift, and I have a customer waiting at 9429 Kenora Road, which is not too far from here. And so I'm picking him up and bringing him back to the airport to meet his wife and get on a plane. 9429 Kenora. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, this one was a busy night. By midnight, I had more money on than I made on the whole night the night before. Yeah, I had like 200. By midnight, I had 210, and the night before, I did 190 for the whole night. Yep. Oh, now we got to go 3/4 of the way around to this silly thing here. Okay. Well, I hope yours is better than mine. And what happened there? Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man. This is not good. This is not good at all. Hold on. Just hold on a moment. I'll figure this out. Reprint last receipt. Yes. Merchant copy. What do we get? Oh, great. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Oh, shut up. Isn't it amazing what happens when you don't get enough sleep? I will explain.